Hello, my name is Natalia Hernandez. I work for the Greensboro Public Library at McNairy branch, and today we have a special guest from the fire department, Shelton, and she is the fire and life safety educator. Welcome, Dee.
Thank you.
And through this conversation, we would like to give you some advice for fire safety during the summer and also in your celebration in 4th of July.
Yeah, so I've got a couple of things here. So, fireworks, they can be pretty dangerous. And so this year is a little special because we can't have fireworks publicly this year. So all that mass gathering that we've been doing to watch the fireworks is not happening. Our fear is that because we're already seeing an uptick in the sales of consumer fireworks, so our fear is that following that, we're going to see an uptick in burn injuries. We're also possibly going to see an uptick in property damage, house fires where, whatever went up and came back down on a roof or in a tree line, something that would spread fire. And so we want to really discourage you from using consumer fireworks. I do know that some people, I just really want fireworks. And so I've got a few tips that we're going to share with you. So we actually have two Facebook pages with Greensboro Fire Department. The first one is City of Greensboro Fire Department. And then the second one is Greensboro Fire and Life Safety Division. We also have a Twitter page, and that is GSO Fire DEPT, short for department. So GSO Fire Department. Those pages are going to be a great place to go to get this information. We are running the Safe 4th series from the 21st, which was Monday, through the 27th of June. Just because we really wanted to target and get that information out there early, because some people will celebrate earlier and even after the 4th, so we wanted you to have that information. So people are using a lot of hand sanitizer, which contains alcohol. Alcohol is a flammable substance, and so if you've got alcohol on your hands from that hand sanitizer, and then you're lighting the grill, or you're lighting a cigarette, or you're lighting a firework, there's a possibility of us burning. You can't even see it burning when you're out in the light because it burns blue. So you can't see that it's burning, but you can hold a paper towel over it and it'll light it off. It's so crazy. So it's highly flammable if you are using the sanitizer, hand sanitizer for germs. Don't do that before you are about to use fireworks or light the grill or light a cigarette. Go ahead and just wash your hands with soap and water and let that be it. But if you're going to use those fireworks, you want to make sure that it's legal. And in Greensboro, it is not, and as well as the state, it is not legal to use any firework. What we call it is it has a report, meaning that if it's a shell and it pops up and goes into the air, it's got to come back down. It's got to land somewhere. Where it goes up must come down. Right. And so that is illegal. The only thing really that's legal here, I'm not sure on a lot of the little fireworks parts, maybe firecrackers, but sparklers are legal. But they're dangerous too, so we'll talk about that. But there's just not a lot that is legal, not only here in Greensboro or Guilford County, but in the state of North Carolina as well. So we talked about making sure they're legal, but you definitely want to make sure that when you light the fuse, back away from it. You need to light the fuse and get away. Don't hang around with it, don't stay with it, because if it's going to do what it's supposed to do, it's going to pop. If it's a dud, leave it be, leave it for several minutes. Don't even go pick it up. Once you have lit the firework and it's done its explosion, or even if it was a dud, then you need to douse it in water. But remember the dud, we need to leave it laying for a few minutes. With lighting those fireworks, make sure you're not standing over it, because as it's lit and that begins, if it gets too close to the fuse gets too close to the explosion part, the black powder part, whatever's in it, it could pop and come up on you. Make sure you've put it down, you've walked away from it. Just be very safe with that. With sparklers, make sure that the children, don't let children hold and play with fireworks, first off, because it's dangerous. But if you are with children with the sparklers, keep in mind those things burn in anywhere from 1200 to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's super hot. And so many children go into the burn center during this time of year and on into the 4th and after the 4th of July with burns because of sparklers. You know, those little sparkles are coming out, and those fountain things, the sparkles are coming out everywhere. They get on your clothes. Now you may be wearing a mask that's made of cloth.
Right.
Just like with your clothes, now your face is on fire. I mean, there's so many dangerous things. So the best thing is, what? Just leave them alone. So today we've got some alternatives for you. We're gonna start new traditions. No fireworks, no consumer fireworks. We're gonna do these fun things at home. So basically, we went out and got, and you can get them anywhere. They're just latex balloons. These particular ones are red, white, and blue. They're the bigger ones. And then confetti. This is particularly 4th of July confetti, but any confetti, kids are not gonna care. It's confetti, it's fun.
Yeah.
But you put some confetti in the balloon, and then we blow the balloon up, tie it off, and just like with party balloons, we tie them together, and then when it's time, the kids take a pin, pop the balloon, and confetti flies. So they're getting the bang of the fireworks, and then they're getting the confetti that's like the sparkles, but they don't hurt them. So that's a great idea, don't you think?
Yeah, sure, and they are going to be part of the celebration.
Yeah, and so yeah, exactly. So the kids want to be a part of that. When you go, you brought this up earlier. When you go see the fireworks, they don't get to do anything but ooh and ah and come home.
Yes.
But with this, they get to be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. These are the glow sticks, the long skinny ones that you can make, like the rings and the jewelry things with the slender ones. And then we've got glow sticks like these, like she's wearing, like Natalia's wearing, that you just break them, and these you break too, and then it mixes the oil and the glow in the dark, and you shake them up and they glow. These are red. You can get any color, really. You don't have to stick with red, white, and blue if that's not what you want to do. And then they have a little string where you can wear them around your neck as jewelry. Those are a lot of fun. So there's some options. And then making bubbles. We were so excited about bubbles. Natalia has this really cool thing here. Did we put it in the box? Yeah, here it is. Tell them about that. That you can do this at the library. At the library.
Well, we 3D printed.
I just learned about this today.
Yeah. So I was running out of time to go to the store and buy a bubble kit.
Wands? Yeah.
And then I said, well, I have a 3D printer, so I'm going to print one. So here it is.
She printed this. That's the wand for the bubbles. Who knew? So we're gonna have a lot of fun. So here's what we did. Look it up, Google it. Homemade bubbles, okay? Super simple. There are some that have a few extra little chemicals out there. Not that they're dangerous chemicals, but they're just not something you're gonna have on the kitchen counter at any time.
Yeah.
But the easiest one that I found that I really like that anybody can do, dish detergent, whatever, you can use, whatever name brands, but this was just one that I picked up in the grocery store, but it's clear, so it has no color already if you're looking to make colored bubbles. So there's that. And then this is just corn syrup. And then food coloring. This is the liquid kind. They had gel, but I wasn't sure if the gel would work and mix like the liquid would, so I got the liquid. That was what I got. And it says do warm water, 2 cups of warm water. So for this recipe, it was 2 cups of warm water, a 4th cup of the dish detergent, and a 3rd cup of the corn syrup. And then you mix it slowly so that it's not making fizz or bubbles. And then you add in whatever, at least 5 drops of the coloring. So I separated it out. So this is my clear. This has no color. And then I made one in blue. And then I made, in this little bowl, it's just a bowl that was sitting around, I made the red. So we have some red here. Whip here. I did try something. So before you waste your time trying it, because I thought, how cool will it be to have glow-in-the-dark bubbles? Everybody agrees that would be cool. So I did cut open one of the glow-in-the-dark sticks, and I poured it in the red. I put the red in the red. It's an oil base. This is water based. So you guys know what happened. All my science people, oil and water didn't mix. So it didn't happen, but we learned from it. So don't waste your time. But if you do come up with a different way that you can make glow-in-the-dark bubbles, let us know because we want in on it, okay? So here we go. Are we ready to try this?
Yeah,
You
sure.
want to try it? You do that because you
No,
made this.
that's right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're in the red. We're gonna see. Oh,
Oh, it's so
bubbles.
cool.
There you go. You want to try it? So that was the red, but and I don't know if the color shows up here, but yeah. I mean, it's fun. If you're wearing clothing that you don't want the color on there, that is food coloring. So just be aware of that. They were sharing too that you could lay out like canvas or paper, like construction paper, white construction paper, blow the bubbles and let them land on that, and then they pop and they create this painting with all the colors. So much to do instead of fireworks, guys. So much to do instead of fireworks. These are some of the tips. Oh, piñatas. That's another really fun thing. And there's things online to teach you how to make your own piñata, like out of boxes and cereal boxes that are easy to pop. You could do that. Decorate the deck and outside with the rope light. You can get the red, white, and blue. Some of the stores had the party lights. You know, do something that the kids are going to enjoy, that you're going to enjoy. Make new memories and forget the fireworks this year until the professionals can do them next year, hopefully. And let's just make sure that we get to enjoy next year by not having burns, not having property damage, and definitely no deaths because of fireworks.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I hope you had fun in the next holiday. And the most important thing is that you keep your family safe and while you enjoy this celebration. And thank you again for
You're
being
welcome.
with us.
Yeah,
and
thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, as the library want to share like quality information, and we are so glad to work with you guys.
And stay tuned because we got more coming.
Yeah, sure. Okay, see you soon.
Bye.